Welcome to AG's Ace. It's been over 24 hours since KK passed away, and his last rites have also been performed in Mumbai. I am also a great fan of KK, and it has had a great impact not only on me but on millions of his other fans who have followed him so closely over a period of time. Many felt that he was actually their voice in the 90s, particularly of those college students who have emerged and who just cannot get over the singer's demise. But today, I want to concentrate on a couple of facts which have emerged about his medical condition, because right after he passed away, there was quite a buzz in the media saying that the organizers had messed up, which they did, in an auditorium in Kolkata, which is geared to take only 2,500 people. More than 10,000 people or close to that were packed like rafters inside the auditorium. The air conditioning was poor. It was sultry, it was hot, and the singer was in great discomfort. But before all of that, the point that has come out is that the doctor who performed his post-mortem examination has made a couple of official statements, and he says that the late singer had several heart blockages. And he has also said that he could have been saved by CPR, which is, as you know, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. If CPR was given to him on time, KK could have been saved, but quite a bit of time was wasted. Now, specifically, the doctor says that KK had prolonged cardiac problems that remained unaddressed. Yes, he was a teetotaler, he never smoked or drank, but the fact is that he had heart ailments and they were unaddressed. The doctor said he had a major blockage in the left main coronary artery and small blockages in various other arteries and sub-arteries. So his heart was not in a good condition. Also, do remember that excessive excitement during a live show caused stoppage of blood flow, leading to cardiac arrest that claimed his life. The vocalist specifically had 80% blockage in the left main coronary artery and small blockages in various other arteries and sub-arteries. None of the blockages were 100%. During Tuesday's performance, the singer was walking around and at times dancing, and there was a lot of excitement. He was sweating profusely. The media reports which are now coming out say that he even asked the organizers for a couple of things. One was that he wanted the drone to fly above his head so that some air could be thrown by the drone camera so that he could feel a little better. There is video footage of him going to the side, taking a towel and constantly wiping his face. He was sweating profusely. Those are the signs of physical distress, particularly if someone has a heart ailment. And he was going through all of that. He did say that could the air conditioning be revved up, because he was feeling uncomfortable. The Audi was packed to the rafters. Also remember that this was a back-to-back concert. On Monday he had a concert in the same Audi under the same conditions. Tuesday again it was absolutely packed. There were a lot of people who had gate crashed, so it was hot, it was extremely sultry and humid inside the auditorium, which created his discomfort immensely. Also, singing a set of 18 to 20 songs takes a lot out of a singer in a live concert, and except for the last song, Pal, he went through the entire gamut. In fact, they showed a sheet of the songs which he had written down and which was left on the stage. Now, as a result of all that excitement, going back to the doctor, he said KK fell unconscious and had a cardiac arrest, and if CPR had been given immediately, he could have been saved. There are a couple of points which are also coming out which cause more distress, but his fans need to know, which is that once KK was escorted out of the auditorium, and there is that footage where 2 or 3 people are holding him and he's coming out, he's still walking, but you can see the distress on his face. Then he gets into his car. He tells his driver, and this has come from his manager, that can you rev up the air conditioning? The driver said that the air conditioning is already at its peak and nothing more can be done. So he was in a state of distress. He goes back to his hotel, and the hotel footage shows, the CCTV footage shows him walking down the corridor. That is the last shot of KK. He's walking on his own. Now, if a person is under cardiac distress, the best thing could have been, and although I'm saying that in hindsight, is that if from the auditorium he had been taken to a hospital, he might have been saved. But we've lost KK, and there are a couple of other aspects about him which I just thought I'd bring it out before you, who are his fans. So while many singers earn crores and crores of rupees singing at marriages and wedding functions and what have you, birthdays, there are reports that he was offered up to 1 crore rupees to perform at wedding functions. KK never did that. He remained highly reclusive. He was aloof. He just loved his music. He would meet his music producers, the music directors, and would surface during recordings, and that wanted his music to speak for himself. I've myself listened to a couple of radio interviews of his over the last 6 months, strangely enough, and he sounded very cool and he was fine with what he did. He didn't want to sort of do everything on ultra rev up mode. That never was KK. Interestingly, a couple of years ago, he was a judge on a music reality show in which Arijit Singh was a contender. Arijit apparently came fourth in that. He was quite dejected. And in the end, KK sort of revved him up, encouraged him by saying that don't take this too personally. This is just a stepping stone. Your time will come. You're highly, highly talented. And look where Arijit Singh has reached today. Arijit, of course, remembers that moment, and he's paid a tribute by singing one of KK's songs. Like everything where a celebrity is concerned, there is the good side and there is the bad side. So in this case, the bad came from popular Bengali singer Rupankar Bagchi, who before this incident happened in Kolkata, before KK collapsed, had put a Facebook video where he said that KK might be a wonderful singer, but there are better singers in West Bengal. This went viral, and right after that, KK passed away. It must have become very embarrassing for Rupankar Bagchi. He deleted the Facebook post, but he got a lot of flack for that. Later, he said, trying to explain his position, he said, I'm of the view that we have singers like Shomlata, Iman, Raghav, Ujjaini, Rupam, and we all sing better than KK. And his previous post said, KK, 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 who is KK? Why so much of excitement about Mumbai artists? Learn from Odisha, Punjab and the southern industry. Please become Bengali first. He's got a lot of flack, and there are many who are questioning his cynical post and saying that what was the need to seek publicity around KK and by hitting out at a celebrity singer. But there is an actor called Srilekha Mitra who said that we have not lost KK because of Rupankarda. I understand your pain, anger, but please don't belittle an artist to pay tribute to another. Why everyone has suddenly launched such an attack on him? It seems people have a complicated mind. Well, true to form, I just feel that what Rupankar Bagchi did was wrong, because KK is a celebrated singer. He is a huge icon, and after his death, he's an even greater icon. He would be remembered for his musical legacy, for the songs that he sang, his beautiful rendition, his magnificent voice, his vocal range. So there's no point saying that who is KK and trying to score brownie points. KK's last rites have been performed, like I said. Let him rest in peace. Let us remember KK in the right way. Thanks for watching AG's Ace.